What's going on YouTube? Today we got the easiest taper tutorial for beginner barbers. So we're jumping straight into this cut. With your number 4 open, you're gonna want to start clearing up the area where we're gonna fade. As y'all can see, I'm using a comb to help me feed the hair into the clipper. We're just scooping out right here, nothing special, nothing too hard. Then we're gonna make our first guideline with our trimmer. Just make sure you don't press too hard while doing this step, as it will make a harsh guideline and you're gonna be having a hard time taking it out afterwards. Then you want to just flip your trimmer and clean everything underneath. If you have a shaver, you can go ahead and ball this out for a crispy look. Now for the fading part, we're just gonna open up our lever and go up about a finger's width. Then we're gonna open and close the lever, see what works, see what doesn't work. And if you're a beginner and you don't know what open and close lever means, here's some pictures to help you better understand. Right here, I'm just hitting at that line, flicking out, opening and closing my lever until we get that to fully fade. I slowed the video down right here so y'all can see that I'm only using the corners on my clipper to be more detailed with the cut. Then we're gonna slap on the one guard and we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did. We're gonna make a finger's width guideline, making sure that we're flicking out on top. It's also very helpful if you have a brush helping clean up the area on your other hand, so you can have better visibility of what you're doing. Right here I just slapped on the half guard and we're doing the exact same thing we did to erase the previous guideline. We're just lever playing, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and only using the corners of the blade. As y'all can see, slowly but surely following these steps, the fade is coming together. So now we're gonna grab our 2 guard and we're gonna do the exact same thing we did with the previous guidelines. We're gonna go fingers width, flick out at the top to avoid harsh lines, and then slap the 1.5 guard, lever playing, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. And if the 1.5 close doesn't do the job, you can always go back 1 guard, so you go to the open 1 and you can gradually close that lever. It really just depends on the density of the client's hair. Right here we're just trying to connect the sides into the top by doing some thinning shear over comb, making sure to flare out as you're going up. And to bring the cut together, we're going to start lining up the C-cup, trying to keep it as natural and as crispy as possible. Same thing with the back. And if you followed along, but most importantly put this method into practice, you should be coming out with very crispy tapers. Make sure to follow for more content.